The United Kingdom Parliament will on Wednesday debate a petition submitted to it which called for sanctions against the Nigerian government and its officials over cases of human rights abuse during the NSAS movement. Oh, another break. Members of the parliament will hold a debate on Magnitsky sanctions and human rights abuses today on Wednesday at the Westminster Hall. The debate, which will start at 2:30 p.m., 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, will be led by parliamentarian Chris Bryant. In October 2020, a petition was filed which condemned the illegal activities of the now disbanded units of the Nigeria Police Force Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which led to a protest and consequent shooting of peaceful protesters by members of Nigeria's security force. The petitioners argued that deploying sanctions against the government would serve as a deterrent to anyone involved in human rights abuses. It reads, implement sanctions against the Nigerian government and officials. The government should explore using the new sanctions regime that allows individuals and entities that violate human rights around the world to be targeted, to impose sanctions on members of the Nigeria government and police force involved in any human rights abuses by the Nigerian police. There have been deeply concerning reports of a Nigerian police force units engaging in illegal activities and human rights abuses, and there have also been reports of police firing at protesters calling for SARS to be disbanded. Deploying sanctions would provide accountability for and be a deterrent to anyone involved in violations of human rights. All petitions run for 6 months, and by the time the petition closed, it had gathered 221,258 signatures, and the United Kingdom government responded on November 11, 2020. Responding in a statement issued by the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, the government said it is concerned by violence during the protest and was waiting on the outcome of Nigerian investigation into reports of police brutality. The response stated, the UK government is deeply concerned by violence during recent protests in Nigeria, which tragically claimed lives. Our thoughts are with the families of all those affected. The Foreign Secretary issued a statement on 21st of October calling for an end to the violence and for the Nigeria government to urgently investigate reports of brutality by its security forces and hold those responsible to account. The Minister for Africa tweeted on 16th of October, noting that the Nigerian People's Democratic and Peaceful calls for reforms, and again on 21st of October, encouraging the Nigerian authorities to restore peace and address concerns over brutality towards civilians. He retweeted that these messages when he spoke to Foreign Minister Geoffrey Oyema on the 23rd of October. The British High Commissioner in Abuja has also raised the protest with representatives of the Nigerian government and will continue to do so. We welcome President Buhari's decision to disband the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad and the establishment of judicial panels of inquiry to investigate alleged incidents of brutality by the security services. They must investigate all incidents, including in Lagos, fully, the Minister for Africa tweeted on 29th October, stressing the importance of the police and military's operation with the panels. He raised this and the need for the panels to urgently start investigations when he spoke to the governor of Lagos on 11th November. The UK government will continue to work with the Nigerian government and international and civil society partners to support justice, accountability, and a more responsive policing model in Nigeria. We will continue to push for the Nigerian security services to uphold human rights and the rule of law, investigate all incidents of brutality, illegal detentions, and use of excessive force, and hold those responsible to account. On July 6th, the government established the global human rights sanctions regime by laying regulations in Parliament under the Sanctions and Anti-Money Laundering Act 2018. In a statement to Parliament, the Foreign Secretary set out in full the scope of the UK's new global human rights sanctions regime. He announced the first tranche of designations as well as the government's approach to future designations. This sanctions regime will give the UK a powerful new tool to hold account those involved in serious human rights violations or abuses. The sanctions regime is not intended to target individual countries. It will allow for sanctions to be imposed on individuals and entities involved in serious human rights violations or abuses around the world. We will continue to consider potential designations under the global human rights sanctions regime. It is long-standing practice not to speculate on future sanctions designations, as to do so could reduce the impact of the designations. The UK government will keep all evidence and potential listing under close review. The Nigerian government will continue to embarrass themselves. Do the needful, do the right thing to a very to a very large extent, to an appreciable level. All of this will not be going out. You see the reason why people are always frustrated, and people will now tell you that, oh, some people are always embarrassing themselves. Oh, the no country is going to help you, this and this and that, which is true. But when people are frustrated, where do you go? You continue to fold your arms. And those who are always on that position, saying that, oh, why would you, any little thing you have cried, you have cried to the international community, other countries, that they will not help you. Of course they will not help, but you, that you have not cried to them, that you are still complaining every day, what has happened? Nothing has happened. People will be confused, people will be frustrated when this kind of a thing occurs. That is it. And again, even if there's going to be any sanction, the only thing that will make them to sit up, you know, that these our politicians, they love UK, they love foreign things, like say tomorrow no deal. Because you can say that after the investigation, the panel that they instituted in Lagos, after the report, they swept everything under the carpet. They say lie, nothing of such happened. They want to do it their own way. They have their way of judging the matter or bringing out the outcome, that the outcome of the panel they set is not in tune, does not favor them, so they just cancelled it. But with this one, of course, in one breath I was thinking that it will amount to nothing. They will just say forget, we don't believe in that. But they are going to pay, because the only way these people can really get hold of them is that majority of them, they know they have targeting them, those who have been involved. Majority of them have houses in UK here and there. You will see that they will begin to run papa. That is where they are going to hook them. You know, they love foreign things, and that's why you see that the governors now are running a task. Oh, we no go agree. Oh, UK must allow us to enter their place. Why should they treat us differently? Waiting at your country, wait you quit for there, wait you won't go carry for there. The problem where they your country never solve, and say you won't go another person country. Say maybe you no come, is it by force? So maybe on that note, it might yield a positive result. You know, judging from the report that has already come out from this their Lagos judicial panel. So that is it. Let's see how it goes. But one thing is that with all the problems, with all the complaints, in fact, it's like it has now aggravated to what it used to be. The complaints about the police brutality, abuses, and what have you. It is, it is growing. Nobody's coordinating anybody. Nobody's cautioning everybody. And with what happened, the judicial panel that the Lagos State or the federal government has really cancelled, it will not give the police or the security men that opportunity, the audacity to continue to deal with the people. So guys, let us hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.